is good. Not sometimes, but all the time. Not sometimes, but all the time, man. Come on now. So welcome everybody. Hello. I'm gonna get this thing going. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Continue to tap the screen and I'm get started. I'm gonna talk about, as you see, stop looking back. Stop looking back. Good morning, everybody. Stop looking back. It's I think this lesson is going to be filled with a lot of substance for everybody. There's a danger in looking back. There's a danger in looking back. We all are guilty of it from time to time. Thank you for the heart meets, y'all. But we have to remember to always keep forward. And so that's where we are today. And that's what I'm talking about. Stop looking back. If your desire is to move forward in your life, then looking backwards is not an option. Pressing forward is everything. So, welcome in, everybody. Thank you for tapping the screen as you're starting to come in a little bit over here on the other platforms. Let's get started. Your future cannot be seen through a rearview mirror. One of the greatest dangers in relationships is not always choosing the wrong person. Sometimes it's refusing to stop looking at the person who is no longer a part of your future. I'm going to say that again. One of the greatest dangers in relationships is not always choosing the wrong person. Sometimes it is refusing to stop looking at the person who is no longer a part of your future. A lot of people fall into this category. Refusing to stop looking at the person who is no longer a part of your future. Stop trying to pull someone and bring someone where they don't have the right to go with you. There are people who have physically left the relationship, but mentally they never left the person. There are people who have physically left the relationship, but mentally they never left the person. They compare every new conversation to an old one. Every new opportunity to an old disappointment. Compare every new man or woman to an old relationship. That type of person is trying to drive toward their future while staring into the rearview mirror. And as everybody knows, the windshield is larger than the rearview mirror. Because your focus and your attention is supposed to be what is ahead of you, not behind you. What's more important when you sit in that car is what's ahead of you, not behind you. That is the most important thing in our lives. It's all about what is ahead of us, not behind us. Today, for some of you, you must muscle up the strength to let the past go. Number one, looking back can turn you into something you were never meant to become. Number one, looking back can turn you into something you were never meant to become. In Genesis chapter 19, God gave simple instructions to Lot's family. God told him to leave and don't look back. See, the command wasn't simply about eyesight. It was about attachment. Lot's wife didn't become a pillar of salt because she merely glanced backwards. She became a monument because her heart never left what God was delivering her from. Let me say that again. Lot's wife did not become a pillar of salt because she merely took a glance backwards. She became a monument because her heart never left what God was delivering her from. Move your heart from the space God delivered you from. And don't hold on to it any longer. You got to cut all ties with that past so you can move forward into your future. Lot's wife, heart, never left what God was delivering her from. And she could not stop herself from looking back. Let it go. Those are three big words for some people that are just gigantic for their lives. Let it go. It's over. It's done. You don't need closure. You need to exit permanently. Thank you, future wife T Breezy, for the ice cream. Stop trying to tell yourself you need closure. You're trying to justify staying back there. You don't need closure. You need to close the door and don't go back. Stop looking back. Some people have left toxic relationships, but emotionally, they still live there. Some people have left toxic relationships, but emotionally, they still live there. They still replay conversations. They still wonder what could have been. Still secretly hope someone who hurt them suddenly becomes someone different. You cannot fully embrace God's promise while emotionally hugging yesterday. You cannot fully embrace God's promise while emotionally hugging yesterday. You got to let it go once and for all. The relationship was toxic. Stop replaying moments. You have moments still on replay. Let it go. Let it go. What some folk will do too is hold on to a word called healing. Hold on to a word called healing to justify staying in the past. I'm healing. I'm still healing. I'm still healing. It's been 3 years and you still healing. No, you ain't healing. You just want to be there. You justifying staying in your past. And if he come a knocking today, you'll open the door. Why? Because you still healing. You haven't gotten over it. He's still a part of your life. You still replay and have flashbacks. If he come knocking today, you will drop everything and go right back to him. Because you have not let go of the past. You're still looking back. Let it go. Stop looking back. No more replays and no more flashbacks. You got to let it go. Thank y'all for tapping the screen. Stop hugging yesterday. Stop hugging it. Stop hugging yesterday. An anchor is designed to hold a ship in place. But what happens if the captain starts the engine without pulling up the anchor? The engine works, the fuel burns, the propeller spins, but the ship barely moves. Many people are praying for God to move them while their heart is still anchored in someone who was only meant for a season. If your heart is still anchored in someone that you have not overcome, You can ask God to move you all you want to, but you won't, because you are anchored in someone that you were supposed to let go. Lift the anchor so you can move away. Once and for all, you got to create that distance. Still responding to text messages. Why? Why? Stop looking back. Why? He shot you a little text. Real quick. All of a sudden. Out the blue. Why? Because he horny? Y'all want me to keep it real, or you want me to? All right, let me. All right, I won't come so real. Cause he horny. That's why. She would she give in a little bit. He don't want you. But if you have not gotten over him, you will respond to it. Think he just texting you cause him all of a sudden wants you. Man, please. That man don't want you. He didn't want you then, and he don't want you now. He did not want you then, and he don't want you now. For some of you, you was convenient. You the one got all caught up. That's why y'all are not together. So all of a sudden he have his moments and something could have triggered it. He could have been scrolling through social media and ran across a post you post and say, man, she got thick. Man, she looking good. Let me shoot her a message. He shot you a message because he horny. But you'll fall for the foolishness if you still anchored back there. You understand what I'm saying? If you're still anchored back there, you'll fall for the foolishness. Hey, how you doing? I just want to check on and see how you doing. Talk with you in a long time. Just want to say hello. He's not supposed to get no response from you. He's not supposed to get no, I'm good, how you doing? No response. The reason why I'm good, how you doing? Okay. Number 2. You cannot receive with closed hands. Would you put that in the chat for me? You cannot receive with closed hands. You cannot receive with closed hands. Imagine someone trying to hand you a priceless gift, but both of your hands are tightly holding broken pieces of glass. All right. Again, imagine someone trying to hand you a priceless gift, but both of your hands are tightly holding broken pieces of glass. The problem isn't that God refuses to bless you. The problem is your hands are too occupied with what cut you. Let me say that again. Imagine someone trying to hand you a priceless gift, but both of your hands are tightly holding broken pieces of glass. The problem isn't that God refuses to bless you. The problem is your hands are too occupied with what cut you. Many people keep carrying old betrayal, old rejection, old disappointment, old heartbreak. And you're still holding on to what's cut you. Release what wounded you so you can receive what God prepared for you. You cannot receive with closed hands. You cannot receive love from a new person when you're still being cut by the old person. All you will do is bleed on them, and they don't deserve to feel none of that blood. You can't receive his love, her love, because you're still holding on to who hurt you, cut you. And so you speak out of pain a lot of times, and you're taking it out on them. They're feeling your frustration because you refuse to let go of what cut you. You're still holding it. You got to let it go. You cannot receive with closed hands. You can't. You got to let it go. Your hands can no longer be occupied with what cut you. Release it so God can bless you. Release the old betrayal. Release the rejection. Release the old disappointment. Release the heartbreak. The Bible says you have to release the offense. Let it go. Stop making excuses to stay in that pain. Stop making excuses for not moving forward. You're not healing. For a lot of people, you're not healing. You're calling it healing. You're not healing. You're justifying. You're calling it healing to justify staying there because you're not over it. And you love hearing people give you your pity party. You love hearing from people encouraging your healing. Yeah, take your time. It's a process. You're right. Yeah, you're right. You love hearing that from them folk. But what you need is some hardcore snap out that foolishness. That man gone. That woman is gone. They got a whole new person that they loving on, and they're not even thinking about you. Let it go. Sometimes you got to give them the hardcore truth. He's hugging a woman telling her she's the best thing he ever had in his life. And here you are, still heartbreak over him. There's a cereal that used to say, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. How long will you be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? He gone. He been gone. And ain't thinking about you a little bit. I mean, not even a little bit. And here you are talking about you healing. Healing from what? Healing from what? What he did to me. So? Well, Tony, how can you say so? Because you can't change what happened. You got to move on. Something was removed from your life that didn't belong. Let it go. Let them go. I need closure. I never knew why he left me. It was all of a sudden. You don't need nothing. Let him go. He gone. He don't need he gone. He gave you closure when he said bye. I mean, what other closure do you want? He don't want you, so he left. What else do you need? How more specific can that be? He don't want you, he left you. What other closure do you need? He don't want you, he done got somebody else. What other closure do you need? She done moved on, she with a whole new man. What other closure do you need? What other? Stop making all of those senseless excuses for just holding on because you're not ready to let the person go. I gave my whole heart. I gave him everything. I put my all in it. Good for you. Now you told yourself and you learned you can put your all into somebody. Now go put that all into the next person that's going to appreciate it. There's no pity party. There's no waddling in your tears. Get up, dry your eyes, move on. Instantly. But you'll stay there as long as you don't want to let the person go. So I'm going to call it what it really is. You're going to stay right there because you don't want to let that person go. Stop looking back. So you cannot receive with closed hands. For whoever this is on today, whoever hearing me today, inside this room or outside this room listening, whoever listening, and if you still, you know who you are. If you still holding on to the past, you still holding on, they gone. They good and gone. The old folks say good and gone. When you hear good and gone, oh, they out of there. When the old folk used to say, oh, he good and dead. Oh, you know, good and dead. It's one thing to be dead. It's another thing to be good and dead. Oh, shoot, that's a whole nother level dead. So not only are they gone, they good and gone. And here you are still waddling in yesterday. Waddling in yesterday. Sobbing over yesterday. Well, keep on sobbing then. Keep on making yourself feel miserable. Keep on. Keep on. Wake up and say no more. Stop it all. It's over. It's over. Better days ahead. Better days ahead. Better is before you. Better is before you. That's what you say to yourself. It's over. Let's go. I'm done. I'm done. if you close hear this part, y'all. If you close the door, there's no way you should be opening it again. Under no circumstances should you reopen a door when you have closed it. None. Number 3. Number 3. Stop romanticizing what God rescued you from. Stop romanticizing what God rescued you from. That's number 3. Memory has a dangerous habit. Let me say it again. Memory has a dangerous habit. It edits reality. It highlights the good moments while hiding the painful ones. After enough time passes, people begin missing people who nearly destroyed their peace, their purpose, their joy, their sanity. They remember the flowers, but forget the manipulation. They remember the laughs, but forget the tears. They remember the chemistry, but ignore the chaos. Not everything you miss. Hear this good, y'all. Hear this good. Not everything you miss is meant to be recovered. I hope you heard me. Not everything you miss is meant to be recovered. Sometimes you just miss familiarity. Israel wanted to go back to Egypt. Did you know that? Did you know that? After 400 years of slavery to the Egyptians, when God finally set them folk free, they wanted to go back to Egypt. Not because Egypt was unfamiliar. Not because Egypt was better, but because freedom felt unfamiliar. Now that's a big one. They wanted to literally go back to Egypt. Not because it was better, but because freedom felt unfamiliar. Please be careful. If you came from toxicity and that's all you've known, peace and love can feel very unfamiliar. and you'll want to go back to Egypt. Well, how do I want to go back to Egypt? You will always start something. Any little thing starts some confusion and starts some discord and disagreement, or any little thing, any little nag, because you are so familiar with toxicity. Peace is so unfamiliar. Love and tranquility is so unfamiliar. You cannot go a month in total calm. With their mouths, they'll say they want one thing. Oh, I want to be free. I want to be free. Lord, help us, set us free. That's how we are. I want peace. I want peace. I want love. I want good love. But none of that have you ever experienced. So when you get it, it'll be unfamiliar. And because it's an unfamiliar space, folk want to go back to Egypt. They need some rage happening. They need some disagreement happening. They need something happening. Because your whole life got so familiar with chaos, toxicity, until it don't know how to deal in a functional, peaceful, loving environment. You got to train yourself to love your new normal now. Because when you've been in a place for a long time, you have to train yourself to be in something new and different than what you came from. All right? So all of that praying that Egypt did for God to deliver them, because they want freedom and they want peace and they want all of this love, and when they finally got it, they didn't know how to function in it. Because slavery became too familiar, and freedom was too unfamiliar. Train yourself to enjoy your new. And don't let the devil use it against you now that you have it or when you get it. Okay? Number 4. Every season has an expiration date. Every season has an expiration date. Leaves never argue with autumn. They simply let go. Leaves never argue with autumn. They simply let go. They never cry because old leaves fall. And the leaves understand something that many people don't. What is it? Well, what falls away creates room for new growth. What falls away creates room for new growth. If trees refuse to release old leaves, new ones will never appear. Some relationships were failures. They were seasons. God didn't remove them to punish you or anything like that. They had to go because new growth requires open branches. Some people were supposed to fall away because they was not good for your life, and only you know who those folk was and is. That's why it is a danger to try to still hold on to someone that has fallen away. God wants to give you new. He wants to give you better. But he can't do that if you're holding on to old. He don't pour new wine into old bottles. He only poured new wine into new bottles. But as long as you hold on to the old bottle, God can never replenish you with new wine, with new. He can never pour into you what's new because you continue to hold on to what's old. Let the old go so new can break forth, so new can be poured. That's where your blessing is. Let the old go. Let the old go. Let the leaves fall. Thank y'all so much. Who was that? Thank you, future wife T Breezy from Talking All Right. Y'all can contribute to the Give Go. Some ice cream. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You can, whoever can. That's a spot right there for a lot of people. Let the old go. Let the old go. Thank you, future wife Rhonda. Let the old go. Number 5. Number 5, looking back slows down your purpose. Thank you. Looking back slows down your purpose. Number 5, looking back slows down your purpose. Forgetting those things which are behind, as Paul stated, not because he had no past, but because he understood something powerful. Focus determines direction. Whatever occupies your attention eventually controls your movement. Thank you, future wife Cheryl. Focus determines direction. And whatever occupies your attention eventually controls your movement. Imagine trying to, win a race while constantly turning around. Every glance backward costs momentum. Every time you look backwards, it costs momentum. Every time it seems like you picking up steam, you glance backwards and it stops momentum. Every time it looked like you're about to break through, somebody from the past shows up. It stops momentum. Every glance backward costs momentum. Some people are not losing because they are weak. They're losing because they're divided. Half of their heart is chasing tomorrow, and the other half is chasing yesterday. Therefore, you cannot get a footing. Thank you, future wife, M. Bagley. You can't get a footing. You lose momentum. You don't believe it? Try it. Get in your car, get up to 60 miles an hour, and turn around and look back. And then come forward, see how you lost momentum. Watch the momentum you lost. You don't have no more time losing momentum. It's time for you to get to your destination. It's time to get to where you want to be. You've been waiting long enough. The worst thing you can do is continue to delay yourself, because you continue to slow down forward progress. And just like that, the devil is so tricky and we don't even realize he's working against us. Thank you, future wife Laura. Just like that. You think the devil runs in front of you while you driving and say, "Oh, stop." No. He wants you to start looking backwards, because looking backwards destroys momentum. Blast from the past showed up. Momentum has now paused. Momentum has now stalled. And then some of you give in to the past. And now all forward progress has now stopped, because you're giving attention to the past. They came as a distraction. They came to disrupt time. They came to slow you down or destroy you from moving forward altogether. And your mama even say, look, why you messing with him? Why are you messing with her? I know you ain't about to do that. Folk that know you, close relatives, will say, what in the world are you doing? Why are you talking back to him? Why are you talking back to her? Are you crazy? Everybody's screaming it at you. The only person who can't see it is you. Meanwhile, here's the devil standing in the background, just a-laughing. Another one bites the dust. Another one bites the dust. There's another future I prevented happening. There's another future I prevented happening. Yeah, go on back there to that past. Go on back there and let him abuse you again. Go on back there and let him run around on you some more. Go on back there and let her treat you like she treated you the last time. Go on back there and get all that toxic stuff, because it's waiting on you. That's what happens. And then when they get involved and get all caught up again, and then here they are, everything from the past is all resurfacing, all right back again, right back just like it was. Only you convince yourself of the craziness that person has changed, and that's a whole new person now. You the only one. Everybody else told you, are you crazy from doing it? But you the only one that saw something different. But then the old them just resurface all back all over again. And here you are now, 2 years deep, kicking yourself. Why in the world? Wow. Stop looking back. It is dangerous. It is bad for your health. It is bad for your mental. It is bad for your life. Stop looking back. Forget those things which are behind you. Forget. Thank you. Forget. Forget what is behind you, because it's dangerous staying back there. Let all of it go. Your heart cannot be chasing tomorrow, and the other half of your heart is chasing yesterday. An archer, you know, that shoots the bow and the arrows, an archer never shoots an arrow backwards. Thank you, future wife, M. Bagley. Hear what I'm saying, y'all. An archer never shoots an arrow backwards. M. Bagley. Thank you, future wife, M. Bagley. The arrow only fulfills its purpose by moving forward. Hear this good. An arrow only fulfills its purpose by moving forward. Likewise, God doesn't launch people into yesterday. I want y'all to hear this good. God does not launch people into yesterday. He's never done it, and he never will. God will never launch you backwards, ever. He always launches you forward. He launches you towards your purpose. He launches you towards your destiny. He launches you towards your future. He launches you towards your blessing. He will never launch you backwards. He'll never put you in yesterday, ever. Not ever, at no time will God ever put you in yesterday. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So you need to get out of yesterday, because you must understand something. God is not there. You will never find God in yesterday. He's now. He's right now. He's not in yesterday. So why are you trying to pull anything from it? Calling it a blessing from God. You're lying on God. What is gone is gone. What has passed has passed. Behold, I do a new thing with you. Not an old thing. Behold, I do a new thing. After the Old Testament was written, what happened? Did he write a part 2 of the old? No, he wrote a new, because he don't go backwards, he go forward. After the old came a new. That's why we got the New Testament. He do a new thing in your life. God never does an old thing in your life. He's not about anything old. What has passed has passed. What's gone is gone. It's all about what's going on right now. It's all about where you're going, not where you came from. Why are you reaching back, trying to bring something forward into your new? Why are you trying to reconnect with something old? All old will do is damage what's new. That's it. All old will do is damage what is new. That's why he said, if you pour new wine into old bottles, the bottles will burst. The bottles will be destroyed, because old things always destroy new things. Do not reach back and bring nothing old into your new. Let it go. Been there, done that. You will not disrupt, destroy, interfere with my new. That's what you say to your old. You will not interfere, disrupt with my new. Are you crazy? Old things are designed to destroy new things. Do you know how many new relationships was destroyed because of an old relationship? Are y'all hearing me? Do you know how many new relationships was destroyed because of old relationships? Somebody brought the old into the new. That's why it's like one of the most insulting words a woman can say to her man is, "You remind me of my ex." Oh my God. Oh my Jesus. Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. And that will be insulting to a woman too. I'm saying it from the man's side of view, but I know from the man look at that woman and say, you remind me of my ex. Those are such insulting words. Such insulting. They remind you because they still in that person's soul and heart. They haven't let them go. How can I remind you of what's no longer there? You understand what I'm saying? How could they remind you of what's not supposed to be no longer there? Don't you let that old destroy your new. God is a God of forward progress. God don't take nobody backwards. He continues to move forward. So stop trying to reach back into yesterday and bring back into your today. Thank you, future wife, queen of her crown. Stop trying to reach back into yesterday and bringing yesterday into today. Yesterday don't belong into today. That you cannot go grab Thursday and bring it into Friday. You cannot do it. You cannot bring those two together. They will not mix. You cannot go bring Thursday into Friday. They will not mix. It cannot happen. Thursday was Thursday. It's gone. You can't bring Thursday into Friday. What was yesterday was yesterday. This is the day. You understand what I'm saying? This is the day that the Lord has made. This is the day. You don't worry about yesterday. This is today. You let yesterday go. Go. It's got to go. Stop looking back, good people. Number six. God's best is not behind you. Number six, God's best is not behind you. Let me say it even this way. God's best for you is not behind you. God's best before you or for you is not behind you. In the book of Isaiah, he said this: forget the former things. Behold, I'm doing a new thing. Wow. In the book of Isaiah, he said, forget the former things. Behold, I am doing a new thing. So notice the order. The first thing he said was forget. Forget, then see. Forget first, then see. When you forget the past, you can clearly see the future. Forget, then see. A lot of us can't see the future because we won't forget the past. Forget, then see. Some people cannot recognize God's new thing because they are searching for old fingerprints. Lord have mercy. Some people cannot recognize God's new thing because they're searching for old fingerprints. Old fingerprints. Old impressions. You want to be in a place where you can always recognize God's new thing, because that's what God does, and that's what God is doing for you. He does and do a new thing. God don't ever repeat an old thing. So a lot of people cannot recognize God's new thing because they're searching for old fingerprints. In other words, they want the next relationship to look like the last one. God isn't interested in repeating your history. God is not interested in repeating your history. God is only interested in writing your destiny. I want to say that for somebody else. I want to say it for somebody else that's listening to me. God is not interested in repeating your history. He's only interested in writing your destiny. God is not sending you someone who resembles your ex. He's sending you someone that will heal what your ex broke. Now that's a mouthful. Now that's a mouthful. Now that's a mouthful. That's why that new person would treat you totally different. Thank you, future wife M. Bagley. That new person will treat you different, love you different, care for you different, cherish you different, respect you different, honor you different. And you better be able to recognize it. And you better be able to see it. And you better appreciate it. Because that is not supposed to go unrecognized and unnoticed. That is supposed to be celebrated and applauded. It's a blessing to have a woman that will treat you like a man, that'll honor you the way you're supposed to be honored. That is not supposed to go unrecognized. That's supposed to be appreciated. Thankful that a man came along that's loving you and treating you like a lady. And will massage you with words of affirmation instead of degrading you with words of profanity. That is supposed to be recognized and appreciated, acknowledged, and honored because God is not repeating history in your life. He's writing destiny. You're better than what you was, and you're greater than where you came from. Because where you came from never told you who you really was. Never. Where you came from doubted you. You doubted who you was. Where you came from, it was a self-esteem battle. Where you came from. You had to deal a certain way just to cope throughout the day. Where you came from. But where it's taking you is totally different. Where you're going, what God is doing, He's putting you now in a place where you shine like the way you're supposed to shine, like the light that you are. Now your light radiates from you. People that knew you can even contest and see the difference and the change in you. And they'll say things to you like this. What that man did to you? Oh, that's a good thing. What that woman doing to you? Yeah. Oh, what a difference you made in my life. What they did to you? Everything. That's the response. What that man did to you? Everything. What that woman doing to you? Everything. Oh, what a difference have you made in my life. God don't repeat history. God writing your destiny. Even right now, your destiny is being written. Even right now, there's someone better that's going to come along for you. While you're waiting, don't let the devil interfere deceptively. While you're waiting, continue to just wait patiently on the Lord. Wait for His timing. Wait for what He got for you to show up for you. Because what He has for you is going to bless you. So just a little more patience. Just a little more faith. And things are going to change for you. You're going to get what you've been waiting for.